Welcome back to It's Chow Time Pods, your host Red. Another compilation video today from KendraG. She's a black content creator that makes a lot of content for dating. A lot of people call onto her show, men and women call onto her show looking for significant others. And men and women make full of themselves. I'll do a video of the men in the next few days, but this is a video of women making full of themselves, or just showing like how outrageous some of their standards or some of the things that they're asking for are. Kendra used to be really like all about women and just was really pandering towards women. Now she's a lot more harsher and tells women, the straight truth than before that she used to. So shout out to her. Please put a like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. And it's chow time, guys.
Okay, and you said he has to be worth $1 million.
Yes. In order to date me, yes, he does.
Be worth $1 million just to date her.
I own homes. It's not that hard. All right. I bought Harlem in the early 90s, Kendra, when no one cared about Harlem, New York. I bought properties in Harlem and I flipped them for over $1 million, okay, in 2014. So there's
more power
no reason,
to her.
For anybody to not have any money. I know a guy that made a career out of
there's plenty of men that got money. That's not, we ain't talking about that. Are they going to want to date you? That's just the question.
Ooh.
I don't have a problem. Like I said before, I go places. I'm always mostly in a car, so I'm not walking around. And if I was, I'm sure somebody would hit me up. I go to Costco's. I go to regular places. I meet people all the time, but it's just
okay. Let's keep going. So, when was the last time you was intimate with someone? We can't hear you.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So why is that?
It's always a week or two. It's never like last night.
Married. So I can't.
So why is that a problem with you? You're married. So let me get this straight. Okay.
Wait. She's married?
Okay. We ain't even got enough flags to throw at you no more, girl. We ain't got enough flags. So you married to somebody else. You got a crazy husband who don't want to let you go.
She's here married and looking for another husband while she's still married.
You're not going to have sex with him all the time because you don't like having sex. And you a woman that sleeps with other married men.
Well, that was
no, your name ain't
whoa, Kendra.
Keisha, I don't give a damn what your name is. Get your ass off my show.
Damn, Kendra.
I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I tried. I really did try. Channy, Jaleesa, Rebecca, I don't give a damn what her name is. Get your ass off my show. I don't got time for it. Go somewhere else and find that man. Matter of fact, I should have got your address and draw him, because that's the only place you're going to find that man. We ain't got time for that. Ciao. I hang up on nobody in a long time, but I couldn't hear another word come out her mouth. I just could not do it. Now you also a woman sleeping with married men? Girl.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna say you can't be with him because he a married man, but you want somebody to be with you and you a married woman?
Mm-hmm.
Before I hung up, I should have asked her was she on drugs, because maybe she was on drugs, and maybe that would explain it.
You should have asked, Kendra. You should have asked. She probably was.
Okay, what do you do for a living? You said you at work?
Shit.
I'm an entertainer.
Entertainer.
What do you do as an entertainer?
All right, everybody. Note to self: be careful when you hear entertainer.
I work in strip clubs. I work the streets.
You work the streets too? What are you doing?
Working streets. Damn, she's fully amidst
I'm
this.
the escort, you can say.
You're an escort.
I'm just doing it now, so I'm almost.
She's literally on the street right now and trying to get a date.
Building my house.
You said you're working, so are you doing escort services at this moment?
Yes.
How does that work? Are you waiting for someone to drive by, or do you have a set appointment?
Right now I'm working the streets, but I have regulars. I have sugar daddies, as they call it. I travel a lot. I travel the whole United States.
She's putting it all this out there, letting men know.
By and pull over to you?
Yes.
How do you expect to find a good man this way?
That sounds like prostitution, not escort.
It's both. Whatever you want to call it, whatever they want to call
Ooh, men out there, be in your daughter's lives. This is why it's very important. Like, she doesn't see anything wrong with this at all. Working the streets, putting out all her business out on a. Kendra has millions of followers, so a lot of people watch her show. So a lot of men are seeing this, seeing that she's working the streets. She literally told them that she has sugar daddy and travels the world. What man would want this? It's crazy that these women are telling on themselves, thinking that they're advertising, "Oh, come and get me," but they're really saying, "Oh, please stay away."
What kind of man you looking for?
I'm more so looking for like a sugar daddy or like, someone's just like
Yeah,
help
she's
me
cute.
out. Like,
She
I
can
feel
probably
like
get a
I can
sugar
give
daddy.
good conversation. Like, it's just like the cost of living is high, like inflation is high. And I'm just like,
I give good conversation, like I don't know, conversation doesn't seem to be going so well so far.
I would like someone to help me pay a bill or two.
What kind of bills you want paid?
Like rent. Like rent is so high. Like,
She said it like rent is so high. Like, great conversationist, guys. Any sugar daddies out there looking for a conversationalist? I think hit her up.
So
So in
honestly, like
exchange for your rent pay, will you be like, what do you do?
good conversation.
Okay, it sounds like you're only
Maybe a
gonna get
Good
good
conversation while
conversation.
you having sex?
no.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
see,
like
only
you
good
pay for
conversation,
somebody to pay
boys.
your rent and you're not gonna sleep with them.
No.
Let's
How
see
much
how
is
much
your
rent
rent?
is.
Like 1,300.
So you
$1,300
want a man
for a great
that's gonna pay
conversation,
your
men.
rent, and all you gonna give him in exchange is good conversation.
Yes.
You went to school to get a master's degree. You can't. How the hell you book smart and people dumb? What kind of man you looking for?
Oh, Kendra called her out. How can you be book smart and people dumb with a master degree and you think you can get away with being a sugar baby for $1,300 a month and not give any sugar? Do people understand the sugar daddy, sugar baby concept? Like, sugar is two things in this scenario. One, the sugar daddy provides the money, right? But the sugar baby provides the other part of sugar, which is sex and all that other stuff.
Well, how old is your daughter?
She's 9 months.
So
Oh,
where's
I
your
know this
father?
one.
What's going on with you guys?
This one's horrible.
He's in the hospital, so yeah, he's very ill, so I'm looking for like a stepfather.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm gonna let that sink in real quick, guys. Her husband is in the hospital dying, or possibly dying, and she's looking for a replacement already. Let's go on.
So you broke up with him while he's in the hospital?
No, I didn't break up with him.
Okay, still with him. I mean, yeah, it would have probably been worse if he was in the hospital and she broke up with him and then started looking for a man. But still being with him and still looking for a man, I don't know if that's worse or better, to tell you the truth.
Were y'all not together when he went to the hospital?
Yeah, we're still together.
Wait.
She's looking at us like all
I'm looking
dumbfounded,
for
like, yeah, we're still together.
just in case. A stepfather just in case.
Just in case if he passes away?
Right.
You guys hear that? Just in case. So this guy might not even be dying or has a good chance of survival, and she's already still looking just in case. I think this is what a lot of modern women do, is they already look for the next best thing before they decide they want to leave.
Are you serious?
Yes, Kendra, you have to have one in a chamber. Kendra, come on now.
Wait, shouldn't you be holding him down? Why is he in the hospital?
I can't go to the hospital because it's like, all the hospitals are shut down.
Okay, but shouldn't you be waiting to see, like, is it not looking good?
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
Oh, I
Are you a
guess.
comedian?
No, no, Kendra, I'm not a comedian. I'm
So you're
serious.
this is serious.
I'm serious. We have a type of relationship that's like we're very realistic. My husband is much older than me as well.
How old is your husband?
He's 65. He'll be 66 in a month.
Ooh, 65, 66? She looks like she's in her 20s. Holy cow.
Or less, a little bit less than a month.
How old are you?
32.
Oh, okay, she's 32.
Well, I hope your husband
half his
survives,
age?
and I hope
Two.
and then I hope he divorces your because I hope he survives and then leaves you, because any wife of his that's
I'm
looking
a
for
really
the
good
guy
wife
while
to
he's
him.
still in the hospital is
I'm a
really.
really good wife to him, though.
You're a really good wife as you're looking for a person while he's still in the hospital bed.
The
This is
delusion.
crazy. But girl, hey, do you?
Okay.
All right. Bye, baby.
Oh, man.
What kind of man you looking for, Keisha?
You gotta have good credit.
All right, let's read the thing first. Minimum requirement, 720 credit score. TSA pre-check, owns a home. The TSA pre-check is kind of interesting.
Do bad credit at all. No child
What's the
support.
credit score? What's the minimum credit score for you?
At least a 720. We can do 720. That means at least you can, do American Express. We can travel. We can get, some global
You can do American
entry.
Express,
We can
guys.
get into the lounges at the airport, that kind of thing. I'm well into the six figures, and I'm not paying for vacations.
I'm not paying for
If you can't do
vacations.
global entry and TSA pre-check, you cannot travel with me. I'm not waiting. I fly first class a lot of the times. So if you can't, I can't foot the bill for that. No. I would prefer you have your own home, your own car.
Home. Okay, real quick. Home as in house, or he can live in an apartment.
Yeah, no, we don't do apartments. We do houses.
No apartments, guys. Can't date her with no apartment.
What kind of man you
and
looking for,
shitty
Keisha?
credit score.
You gotta have good credit. We don't do bad credit at all.
I mean, I guess hers aren't that bad. The credit score, a little understandable. The TSA pre-check, I'm not so. That's whatever. Them having to have an American Express so she can get into the lounges and stuff is kind of interesting. It's like, why don't you have an American Express to be able to get into the lounges already? Do you not? Then why would you need him to get one? That was just my thought on that one. But I mean, owning a home, I think a lot of women kind of care for that. I mean, nothing too outrageous on that part, but
How old are you?
30.
Give it to me, girl. What kind of man you looking for?
Looking for someone that is actually healed, because I noticed on your show it's a lot of broken people coming up on this show, and they really need
ooh,
therapists.
shades thrown.
And they're the reason why it's mustard yellow piss in the dating pool. And
What?
it's like,
Girl, you got a whole 2-year-old baby. Somebody can look at you like that's crazy.
yeah, but no, not really.
Yes,
Owned.
really. A guy can look at a girl and say, "You have a 2-year-old. Why you not with the dad? Like, you could have worked that out."
But I'm not the mustard yellow piss in the pool, Kendra.
You gotta
Ooh,
be careful when you
mustard
talking
devil's
so
piss in the pool.
directly about other people, because your resume to a guy is not what you think it is. You got 2 baby daddies, you got a 2-year-old, and you got a 14-year-old, which means you had a child in high school, correct?
Yes.
Men ain't jumping for joy all the time to sign up for that. So you coming at people strong that been on my show, but the guys that might want to date you might feel the same way about you.
Oh, owned. Good job on that one, Kendra.
Tired of it. I'm really tired of whenever I have to have a direct moment with a woman. Kendra, you're being insensitive.
Ooh.
You're making people feel low. Don't watch my show. If that's how you feel, do not watch it. Because
Yeah, this lady came on and just berated men, I believe, and and all the comments were berating men, but as soon as she said something about women, all the women kind of like shot back at her. And she wasn't saying anything outrageous. She was just telling the truth to the women, but the women seemed to always have a thing about it. So she had to respond, and she was quite upset about it.
Because when I have a man up here, there's nothing but women. Actually, let me talk about this. I have a guy on my Facebook page right now who's in a jacuzzi. And there are so many women in the comments saying he's gay, he's this, he's a sissy, he's giving me feminine vibes. You women don't have any problems expressing yourself when it's something negative to a male.
Yep.
But let a woman come up here and we have to have a real talk moment. All of a sudden, I don't like this show because I feel low. You don't like this show because your ass don't want to take direct criticism.
Women's
and you know
intuition
what? That's why
once
your
they're
ass
not
gonna be
happy.
watching me as long as I do this
Screw
show.
the show.
And you ain't gonna get a man because you're not strong enough to woman up and maybe realize there's some shit you got to get together. Okay?
You tell
so
them.
I'm really done with the sensitive women that watch the show that are always complaining when I got to give a woman real talk. And I do it in the most sensitive way as possible.
She really does. She does it very, very nicely to the woman.
It really is. So I don't want you to watch my show no more. If you feel as though I'm making someone feel low, this show ain't for you. Go do something else with your Saturday night, with your Friday night, with your life. Because I'm over it. Especially when women are literally more mean than the men on my show. Go to the comments
this
on
is
my
true.
page. It is 80% women saying the negative things. I'm over that shit. So if you guys can dish it, learn how to take it. And it's that simple. I'm not going to sit up here walking on eggshells, talking to women when they got crazy shit happening in their lives because you guys are so freaking sensitive. Woman up. Maybe it's time for you to do something in your life and kind of get your shit together. Have you ever thought of that? Absolutely. There's men up here that got crazy shit going on. I talk to them every night. But guess what? Y'all in that same pool at times, but y'all don't want to admit it. So I'm over it. So if you feel as though I'm insensitive, I'm mean, and you can't handle it, my show ain't for you, boo. Mm-hmm. Go somewhere else. I'm tired of it.
I mean, what she's saying is true. A lot of women are very sensitive when it comes to unflattering facts, either towards women in general or towards them. Like when I speak with one of the girls that I'm seeing, every time I say something that doesn't reflect the greatest of light for women, she almost always has something to say to defend women straight off the bat. And I didn't say anything horrible. I just said, some facts about, a lot of women tend to not like bigger guys. They want more fit guys. And she'll just clap back at things like that. It's interesting that women cannot take any type of facts that just puts women in a bad light. But all men are trash and, men ain't shit. They can say that all day long.
Referrals to better himself, needs community services to better himself. I need somebody that's already together, has his mental together.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Keep going. What else you want?
I'm not attracted to like big men because I'm a plus size woman myself, but I don't want to date.
I'm a plus size woman myself, but I don't want to date big men. I don't understand that. So the body positivity movement that everybody's allowed to be big and, you should love me the way I am. Why isn't it not the same way the other way around for men? Like, shouldn't you love him the way he is? And how big, doesn't matter how big he is. Like, that's the weird thing that the body positivity movement doesn't really address too much.
Date somebody that's plus size. I'm not attracted to it. So I don't.
So girl, now I'm gonna give it to you.
She even said it. She's not attracted to bigger men. I think most men say we're not attracted to obese women. But yet we get a lot of flack. We get body shaming. We get fat phobic. And it's literally just a preference. We're not saying we hate fat people and fat people should suck and die or something like that. No, we just prefer to date and our partner to be fit and on the slimmer side. I don't see why that's such an issue for women to hear. Like, again, this is another one of those, unflattering facts that women, that doesn't like give women like any freedom, because men control this particular fact, right? Men prefer a certain type of body, certain type of women, and women have no control over this. Technically, they do. They feel like they have no control over this, but weight is such a controlled issue.
Because when guys want a pair that are plus size and say they don't want a plus size girl, I say to them, how are you going to not want something that you are?
Correct.
So you have the right to your preference.
But she even said it, like, she even mentions it when guys say the same thing and they're bigger size. She even calls them out on it too. You're a big guy. What? Like, you expect it? You get a skinny girl? It doesn't make sense. Like, you live a healthy lifestyle, you attract a healthy person, a healthier lifestyle. That's just how it works.
But I'm gonna give you the same treatment I would give a guy, and I have said this to
You tell him,
men.
Kendra.
So you saying you don't want a plus size guy, but you're plus size yourself? Tell me why that makes sense.
Because I'm not attracted to it. So if they want a relationship where
Because she's
we're
not
not going to
attracted
be
to it.
intimate, then okay. But I'm not attracted to it like at all.
So what do you say to the men who are not attracted to plus size women?
That's fine, because I understand that, because I also don't want anybody that's not
At least she's reasonable
sexually
about
attracted
it.
to me. So it's fine. I feel like long as
That's fair.
if we both understand what we want, it's fine. Referrals to better.
No, she was actually really reasonable about it. At least she wasn't like, oh, he has to still like me. No, I agree with her. If you don't want to date someone that doesn't find you attractive, like men or women, so I mean, she has the right idea on it. So.
This is Joy, Chicago.
All right, let me read this one real quick. You must have a passport. You cannot be a UPS driver. Make at least 80 to 150K a year. Cannot be light skinned. Okay.
Child, 6
Doesn't
years
sound
old.
outrageous so
27, commercial banking. Is it Aries? What's some deal breakers for you, boo?
Bums, people without a car, people
Okay.
without a house.
Reasonable.
You don't have a passport, this ain't gonna work at all. I'm a traveler, so you need to have a.
I don't know people about this passport. This is very similar to the other person, isn't it? I don't think very many Americans in total own passports.
Passport.
So if he doesn't have a passport, you can't help him get one?
There's reasons why men don't have passports. Is because they owe a lot of child support, which that's right there is a deal breaker.
Okay.
That means you got too many kids, you can't afford them. So
Is that why we don't have passport, guys? Because we owe a lot of child support?
People who have what you call them things. People that's on papers can't get
Papers?
passport. Well, no, I can't do what you can't even do shit. So I don't really. That's nothing. But if you like willing and open and ready, I can schedule your appointment at the post office. We can get that cracking.
All right, what else, baby girl?
What?
No career. You gotta have some type of something. I've dated scammers, drug dealers. It's just not worth it. Like, you gotta have a career. Like, I don't think a UPS driver is a career. Because
Okay.
UPS drivers
She used to
make a lot
date
of money.
scammers
I know,
and drug
but
dealers.
it's not the like.
Does he gotta make a certain amount of money?
Somewhere between 80 and 150,000.
Does the guy gotta look a certain way?
I just don't like light skinned men. And you just gotta be dark skinned.
You're light skinned.
Okay.
So you want to date somebody your complexion?
No.
This is Joy, Chicago.
It's kind of weird. He just straight up called her out on it. Hey, you're light skinned. Like, well, doesn't mean I like light skin though. I mean, she does have her preferences. I mean, hers aren't too bad. The light skin thing, I mean, she's allowed to have that preference. The 80 to 150K is a little high. The passport, not being a UPS driver, I think a lot of jobs qualify towards that UPS driver or career type thing. So she doesn't seem like she cares about those either. A little high, but I don't think it's too bad with this one.
Of you saying maybe you should not want a man with money so that you can find someone who makes you happy. And I am saying you should not push back on somebody's preference just so they can find happiness.
Am I confused? would you not lower things to find happiness? Isn't happiness the goal for most women? So I don't understand the whole settling thing to get happiness. If happiness is so important for most women, it seems to be top of the list. Why wouldn't you work towards that? That doesn't make sense to me.
That is a settlement. You should never encourage Black women to settle. The fact that Black
Well,
women
let me just okay.
Please, can I finish my statement? Just
no,
this
you
one
can't.
statement.
Let me no. Now you're gonna listen.
Gotcha.
Now you're gonna
Gotcha.
listen. Now you're gonna listen because
Right.
I listen to
Right.
you. So now you're gonna listen.
Right.
Let me just ask.
It's giving pick
No,
me. It's
it's
giving
not
pick me. It's giving pick me. And
Oh,
you do this to
God.
every Black woman that comes on here
But
and
you
says
watch
she
my
wants to man with
show.
money.
But
It's
you
giving
here
pick
at
me.
4:00 in the
I
morning.
love differing
I'm
opinions.
right
I
now
love
watching my
differing
show.
opinions.
So why
But
are
it's
you
giving
here?
pick me,
If you
Kendra.
feel,
Just
but if you
because
feel
you don't
that
have
way,
high
why are you
standards for
up with
yourself,
me
Kendra, doesn't
at
mean that
4
Black women can't
a.m.?
have high
If you
standards for
feel
themselves.
that way,
You
why
want to
are you
settle.
up
We
at
don't have
4
to. If you saying
She this whole like battle against modern women and traditional women, the whole pick me thing, it just doesn't make sense to me. So she's telling you that you have to do stuff to get your happiness and get what you want. She's not telling you that you have to pander to men or, do everything for men. She's just saying that you might need to look in a different pool of men because you might not qualify for the pool you're looking for. That's what she's trying to tell you. And you're going to come back at her and call her a pick me and trash her on her own show. It's so ridiculous that people have the audacity to do these types of things. This lady makes millions of dollars, has millions of followers, and you think you can come on here and just trash her on her own platform? You're crazy. Oh, that was some funny chow. I mean, some of the delusions. I mean, some of it's not that great of delusion, told you. Some of their standards are pretty decent. It's just the way they go about things and their attitudes towards men it's very easy to tell, right? So shout out to KendraG and all of her content, and I have some ones of some guys making fool of themselves too. So please again like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Hope you guys like that. Ciao. Again, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao time.